I thought I was being thorough. Yeah. But you know what? I was just hiding somewhere that looked like work. That's what I was doing. And today is episode 3 of the Toxic 10. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about procrastination. Yes, it's the huge one. And that's what we'll be diving in and be talking about today. You see, I remember deciding that I was going to start a group. Okay. And in that decision that I had made, I thought, yes, okay, this is it. I knew my why. I knew why I was doing it, what I wanted that group to be. I knew who it was for, and I knew exactly who I wanted to help with creating a group, right? I knew all those things, like to the T. And you would think that the next step would be so simple, right? Invite people in, get them in, it's done. But it wasn't. That's not what happened. Instead, you know what? I found myself doing everything around the group. What I was doing was thinking about the name, thinking about tweaking what didn't really need tweaking, planning exactly what I was going to say, word for word, even, like just in case, word for word. Wondering if I needed another document for them. Maybe I just need to do another training before I actually get this thing going, right? Or is it a case of maybe I should just wait until it looks like it's polished, like everything is sorted, right? Everything's done. And the whole time, I genuinely believe that I was making progress, right? Because when you look back now, I wasn't building no group. No, I was building a very comfortable hiding place. Honestly, when you really think about it, because here's what I didn't see at the time when all this was happening. None of those tasks, none of those things that I was doing required me to hear the word no, not interested. Not one of them. Tweaking the name, like no. Risk of rejecting, right? The rejection there. If someone says, no, I'm not for me. Or is it a case of writing documents, just being completely safe? Like planning what I'll say. Nobody can say no to planning that is still sitting in a notebook, right? Like it's there. So who's going to say no? The thing that I was actually avoiding was the very thing that really mattered: inviting people, telling them what it is, starting the conversation, putting myself out there where someone could actually say no to me. That was it. That was the real task. Everything else was just decoration around what I really needed to do. Right? That's what I thought I was doing, right? And here's the thing. Let's be clear here, because this isn't just me. This isn't just like a Nene thing. I see this constantly with interpreters that I work with. Here's the case. One person decides that they want to specialize in a new setting, right? Whatever, medical, legal, mental health, whatever it is, you now want to specialize, right? This is what I want to do. You know exactly why you want to specialize in that thing, and you know exactly what you want and why, what that gets to look like. And then what happens? They research it. They figure out terminologies weeks on end. Okay, this is what I'll be expecting there. They watch every training video to find out, okay, this is what this specialism would require. This goes sourcing out people, trying to figure out who they are. They're telling themselves, oh, they will apply once everything is ready, when I know what. Meanwhile, the actual booking, the one that will teach them more in one afternoon than the 3 months they've been trying to prepare, the research they've been sitting on, untouched. Someone else just takes that job. The same pattern, different setting every time. It's a thing. We procrastinate in different ways. And here's the funny thing. So with my group thing I was trying to create, right? Once I stopped the preparation and simply started asking people to join, that's when things started moving. Not because I created the perfect group, no, but because I did a thing that I have been avoiding all along. It wasn't more polished than I would have a month earlier. It was just real. So instead of this theological, like, okay, this is like trying to make it this huge thing, I just started asking people. And that's what I realized. You know what? Preparation can really be genuinely productive. It can. Or can it? Or is it a case of procrastination wearing a very convincing disguise? But here's the difference. And the difference is actually simple. Once you know what to ask, what does this task move me closer to the outcome? Does it move me closer, or does it just help me avoid the uncomfortable thing that I really need to be doing, that I've already decided I need to do? So this thing that I'm doing right now, is it helping me to move the needle? Am I going further, or it's not really doing nothing? And that one question just cuts through most of every excuses I've ever made. Like this thing I'm doing right now, like, how is this helping? In what way? In what shape? In what form? What is this actually doing for me? Because when you sit with that, sit with what is actually costing you, sit with what's going on for you, even the quiet one, it is costing you your time that you could never get back. You're spending weeks trying to perfect something that didn't need that perfection in the first place. You're then trying to do something that doesn't actually is needed. It is costing you the booking, the role, the opportunity that someone else, while you are still trying to get everything right, is taking. Whilst you're still trying to figure out what's going on, someone's gone it, and it's moved on. So maybe most expensive part, the thing that is really costing you, is the evidence that you could have had by now of the course correction, of the things that could move things for you. Because the only way you could actually find out if something works, if what you're doing is viable, all those things, is by doing the real thing. It's not by rehearsing or thinking about it or practicing or trying to find. Every week you spend preparing instead of starting, instead of doing that thing, is a week you don't even have, there's no evidence on it. You don't know if this is a thing. You have no idea. You don't get more preparation, but you eventually then possibly begin. No, it's not a thing. So really need to be mindful of, like, what's showing up for me here? What is the thing that I'm avoiding doing and using this to, like, I was the other day, like, I had some emails that I had to send. And this is a working week. This is me preparing and everything. What did Nene start doing? I went fixing my laundry, like sourcing out the different clothes that I normally do my laundry weekends. Tell me why I was doing the middle of the week. That has nothing to do with actually go, like, what are you going to send this email? What's the thing? But now I was doing that. That has not. So sometimes it doesn't even have to be around preparing for the thing you're doing. It could be other things that, let me just study this room. Oh, let me do this. Let me do that. You're avoiding the right thing. So ask yourself that question. Is this moving me closer to the thing? If not, it's procrastination. That's what's going. And if you're in the middle of preparing for something right now that you think, okay, I'm just preparing, ask yourself this honest thing. This task, this thing, is it moving me closer? Or is it just a well-disguised way of not having to hear no or yes or okay, go time? Because for me, the group didn't need a better name. It needed an invitation. And whatever you are preparing for right now, whatever it is that you are trying to do, probably whatever, you probably just don't need. It just needs you to start. Post the thing, click the button, send a message, give the axe. Do what's required. And if that sounds familiar and you would like to take the free interpreter identity audit, it'll be in the description box below. 10 minutes, check it out. Why? Because it will show you the patterns that are showing up for you right now. We've talked about hesitation, we've talked about fear of failure. Now we're on procrastination. This is episode 3 of 10 of the Toxic 10 series. And the link of the rest will be in the description box as well. So you can just keep going and like figuring out, okay, which one's this? The audit will actually give you a deep dive into what's the pattern for you that is showing up for you. I am Nene, and we do this every single day. Remember that your voice matters, and it is your time to use it. Bye for now.